Welcome to grammar school. We correct your life, not your words. Karen screaming at the sidewalk, drunks doing zigzags on the curb. Never bring a date to a roadside debate. Not cool to drive straight through a parade. No sex, no smoke on that cord zoom, fool. Jesus fell, bounced back, now he's watching you. Ready to cover up the Florida man. Tinder date sees it all. Grammar school, we put your best.
And it's hot.
Choices on the big screen.
Took in. What's going on, y'all? Where are all my videos? How's everybody's freaking day? Is it? Oh, by the way, that operation that I said I had planned, I thought it was today. It's tomorrow. So I will not stream tomorrow, but I am here today. I'm on mute. You sure? You sure? Am I really on mute? You can't hear me? Oh. Don't do that to me. I need to change the background. What about this one? There we go. That's a little more channel related. I plan on playing you guys a specific video, but now I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get I'm pretty sure I'll get a bad copyright hit. All right, well, let's do an update real quick. I can't. Lemon pound cake. 0 days. Hopefully you guys got to see the soft sit trial videos that I put out. One I was gonna wait until today, but then I saw I needed to get one out sooner, and then the other one was just amazing. I mean, they're both pretty good, but one of them was a little better than the other one. All right, let's do an update video real quick. To me, it looks like the airplane actually did hit. What the hell? To me, it looks like the airplane actually did hit the truck.
Looking into what led to the viral plane crash involving a Baltimore man and a United Airlines flight in New Jersey. Welcome into the news at 11, everyone. I'm Rick Ritter. We have all seen this video by now, and somehow the driver, Warren Bordley Jr., back.
Okay. Real quick, this is from Leslie, aka WJZ, CBS News, Baltimore.
Home in Baltimore recovering tonight. Everyone, though, still asking, how could this possibly happen? And tonight, we hear from his father and his lawyer on what's next for them. WJZ is live at 11. Drew Onk's on your corner. And Drew, we have an update now on Bordley. We're also seeing a new angle of this crash and some of the damage that was done.
On your corner, in your corner.
That video shows that United Airlines flight flying dangerously close to the...
Yep. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Flying dangerously close to the highway before smashing into that pole and then into Bordley's truck. Bordley was not in attendance today at that news conference, but he does say, his attorney does say that he is dealing with the pain and the trauma the best that he can.
Dramatic new video appears to show a United flight coming in from Venice, Italy, hitting a light pole and then a track.
To me, it looks like the landing gear is touching the top of the truck. I did not realize he got that freaking close. So it's the pole and the truck.
Tractor trailer driven by Warren Bordley Jr. on the New Jersey Turnpike while that jet was landing at Newark Airport Sunday. Dashcam video from Bordley Jr.'s truck mirrors the moment of impact. Warren Bordley Sr. says his son has watched this now viral video.
It brought him to tears. He described
fear, total fear, that that he wouldn't walk away from it. He thought that he would be decapitated.
The Boardley family has hired
Sorry.
the law office of J. Wendell Gordon, who tells WJZ Boardley Jr. is in a lot of pain and emotional distress following that crash. As of right now, the law firm says no lawsuit has been filed, but they have sent multiple letters and notices to the Port Authority, the state of New Jersey, the FAA, and NTSB, and launched an independent investigation.
We're not just going to file a lawsuit without having all the facts.
In a statement to WJZ, United Airlines said,
Fact. The airplane's landing gear hit the freaking truck. That's pretty much all you need.
as the jet's flight crew has been removed from service as they conduct a rigorous flight safety investigation. As ongoing investigations play out, Warren Boardley Sr. says he believes his son is lucky to be alive, saying a couple of feet was the difference between life and death for his son.
Had he been going 1 mile per hour faster, 1 mile per hour slower, it would have more than likely killed him.
Yeah. His dad's a rocket surgeon.
More than likely. So that alone, that shook me to my core, to lose my son and to be able to see it. Nobody wants to see that. No parent wants to see it.
As we have reported, the National Transportation Safety Board is investigating, calling this an accident. They did tell us that their investigator has talked with those pilots. They plan to not only look into the pilots, but also if other factors may have played a part, like wind. On your corner tonight, Drew Ungst for WJZ.
So many questions remain unanswered. Drew, thank you.
Can you imagine how many people are going to have liability in this thing? Obviously, you've got the pilot, but then you've got a highway right next to an airport with the runway that starts right next to the airport. This dude could sue everybody. I mean, he could sue the city, the county, the airport, the airline, the pilot. Whatever he's going to win in this lawsuit, I guarantee whoever's responsible for paying for it is going to end up paying 2, 3, 4 times what they're going to end up paying him to potentially implement changes to prevent this from happening again. Whew. Yeah, I mean, sue them all. I mean, what came first, the airport or the highway? I'm guessing the airport probably came first. Usually hot airports start and then everything builds around it, but I don't know. I don't know the facts. But damn, hold on. Dude got flipped by an airplane. Not many people can say that. You know what? I think I got another airplane video in here somewhere. While we're on the topic. Oh yeah, this is some poor air traffic controlling.
Echo Romeo, contact departures. Now have a great day. Take care. Yeah, my bad. Forgot. Traffic no longer effective. Forgot to tell you about that guy. November 3369 at Cleveland Land runway 19. Welcome to Dwaynesburg.
All right, Cleveland 19.
Let me play it again real quick in case you missed it.
73 Echo Romeo, contact departures. Now have a great day. Take care. Yeah, my bad. Forgot. Traffic no longer effective. Forgot to tell you about that guy. November 3369 at Cleveland Land runway 19. Welcome to Dwaynesburg.
All right, Cleveland 19.
Dude was so calm. Oh, my bad, and welcome back. All right, in the chat, what is the most feminine car that you can drive? What is the most feminine car that someone can drive? I want to say Miata just because Miata. But my neighbor who's a dude drives a Miata. Maybe a Fiat 500. Cadillac Mini. Oh, dude, the bug. Yeah, that's the easy winner. That's the easy winner. Of course. Yeah, I would say any bug. Bug and Miata.
Feminine car a man can drive.
Fiat 500. It just looks like you're driving like a little pebble. Like you look so tiny in it. I don't know.
A convertible Volkswagen Bug.
Yes. This one's not only feminine, but it's a fact.
A Beetle Bug.
Bug?
Yeah, Bug.
Okay.
Honda CRV.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe a Miata?
A Miata. Okay.
Be like a Nissan Leaf.
Probably a Heritage Bronco
Yeah, it's a
Sport
nice car,
baby
a couple
blue.
miles, so I thought
It's about transportation. It doesn't matter. Cars don't have gender. Just drive what you like. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
And do what you like. Do what you like. Oh man, I really want to play the Poop Cruise or Poopgate story. I really think all right, let's see if I can get away with it. I'll give the creator a ton of credit and see if hopefully I don't get in trouble for this one. I've had a lot of copyright hits since I've started this channel, but I haven't had any hard hits, meaning I haven't had any strikes, meaning that, you know, there's consequences. This one might be one of those. But it's a really good freaking story. Okay, hold on. And this is just crazy. Let's just say Dave Matthews Band did a shitty thing. All right, hold on. Let me give you the channel before I load the video. Okay. The channel's called Patrick CC. Patrick does some awesome freaking stories. Patrick has 2.5 million followers, which is pretty much telling me why I'm going to get a copyright hit. Patrick, please go check out Patrick's channel and hit the sub button. It's a really good channel. Please don't copyright hit me. Really want to play this video. Okay. Hopefully that does it. Yeah, on YouTube. Patrick CC. Hold on, let me find the channel real quick. Oh god, it's like playing with fire. Oh god. No. Hold on. Share channel, copy. Bam.
Hot summer day in 2004, an incident so strange and disgusting occurred that it's hard to believe it actually happened. Chicago's Little Lady Ferry was doing one of its regularly scheduled tours down the Chicago River. Tourists on the top deck were observing the skyline when they looked up and noticed a large bus suspiciously parked on the Kinsey Street Bridge. As the ferry passed under the bridge, 800 pounds of human poop rained down on the ferry, drenching the passengers in literal human filth. People
Did any of you guys hear this story? I've never heard of this story. Yes, Poopgate. I've never heard Poopgate before. So this was all new to me.
screamed and vomited as they tried to escape the unbearable smell, but they had nowhere to go. The bus immediately sped off after dumping its load, and if it weren't for two extremely important pieces of evidence, we may have never known why it happened, how it happened, or
I think this is Patrick.
Who to blame for what would eventually be known as Poopgate, or the Dave Matthews Band Chicago River incident. At around 1.
Did I get a mark raid? I didn't get the notification. But if I did, thanks, Mark. Welcome to Poopgate.
1:00 p.m. on Saturday, August 8th, 2004, a line of 120 people began boarding the ferry called Chicago's Little Lady, with the tickets going for an affordable $25. It's the perfect way to relax and see the city. The passengers are a diverse group of people. Senior citizens, journalists, mothers, fathers, and children file in for a memorable experience. A newspaper reporter, Brett McNeil, is using it.
Oh man, again, hey, thanks, Dove. It's if it's your first time here, I normally cover things like that Mark covers, but I had to cover Poopgate. Oh man, well, go there soon because you're not gonna want Burger King after this. There's Mark's channel. I would seriously doubt that anybody that watches my channel is not subscribe to Mark, but please, if you're not, check out Mark's channel. There's the link. It's good to have you, dude.
As a distraction for his complicated relationship. I had a girlfriend whose ex was visiting from Boston. We were just looking for something to do. I was a newer Tribune reporter and so worked a lot of those Sunday shifts, but I had a rare Sunday off. We decided to do a boat tour. It was truly beautiful, perfect weather. At that time, the river was not nearly as busy as it is now with just pleasure craft. It's such a beautiful day that all 120 passengers are considering walking out on the top deck to soak in the sun. As the ferry makes its way down the river, people are anticipating over 50 architectural landmarks to observe on their trip, including the Wrigley Building, the Willis and Tribune Towers, and Marina City. Chicago is incredibly proud of being an industrial heartland, and they've made efforts to preserve the older structures, like the Kinzie Street Railroad Bridge, one of the first of its kind to raise up and let larger boats pass through the river. It's no longer in use, but it is technically still functional and maintained as a historic landmark that's over 100 years old. It has since been replaced by the Kinzie Street Road Bridge that sits right next to it. It's important to note that the driving surface of the bridge is not made of concrete or asphalt, but rather a steel grating to prevent the buildup of heavy rain and snow. It's a genius feat of engineering. The water falls from the sky but passes through the holes in the bridge to the river below, and as a result, cars don't hydroplane and crash. It's safer for everyone, but unfortunately, the holes in the bridge's surface was what created the opportunity for the day in Chicago's history. At approximately 1:18 p.m., Chicago's Little Lady is heading towards the bridge.
I think partially what makes this story so good is not necessarily what happened, but the source of Poopgate as well.
Everybody was sitting on the deck in plastic chairs, like deck chairs. Nobody was downstairs. Up above, passengers near the back of the Little Lady see a large black bus began traveling across the Kinzie Street Bridge. It temporarily stops and blocks out the sun at the bow of the ferry. Everything seemed normal until a cascade of liquid began spraying from what looks like the back of the bus. To guests like McNeil, this was weird but likely harmless. I was confused about what it was. I thought it was either a street sweeper or one of those trucks that you'll see with the big water tanks, and they use them to water the flower beds and the flowers along Michigan Avenue. That was my initial thought. Suddenly, the boat started traveling through what he called the Maid of the Mist. One drop.
Yeah, if you guys missed it, the source of this video is Patrick CC. His channel's somewhere up in the chat. Patrick CC.
Fell and then another until the boat was almost completely covered in 800 pounds or 80 to 100 gallons of fluid in just a few short seconds. Now the graphic that we have created is exaggerating. It probably looked more like brownish yellow raindrops, not necessarily large chunks of turds falling from the sky. And since there are no real photos or videos of the incident, we don't actually know what it looked like. This all happened pretty quickly. It's like a car crash. Things slow down. It's bewildering. Your mind is trying to process what it's just seen. The boat continued past the bridge, the bus disappeared south, and then there was...
I just realized I did not do this on purpose, because you guys have seen me wear this beanie before, but it says I love big dumps.
like an unmistakable smell. Passengers began to look at the brown and yellow liquid that was covering their bodies head to toe. Then it hits them. The liquid that's been poured all over their faces, their clothes, getting in their eyes and mouths and ears is literal liquid Some begin to scream, some yell in a fit of rage, while others run blindly in random directions before vomiting all over the upper and lower decks. One woman tries to console her baby as the sewage continues to cling and dry all over them, while the elderly and handicapped panic as they are unable to move away from their chairs, caked in cursed sludge from the mysterious bus. The ferry's 120 passengers are trapped on an island completely covered in human waste, and there's nowhere to go. Up on the bridge, the brown and yellow liquid is so thick that some remains on the steel grating to get picked up by rolling tires. Lynn LaPlante, who was driving on the bridge, describes it as an inescapable nightmare. She began vomiting outside of the car window and swerving violently as she was driving. She later described it as a new form of hell.
Making matters worse, Lynn was pregnant and eternally nauseous.
All of a sudden, it was like driving into a brick wall of smell. I don't know how else to put it. We didn't see anything visually, but when we got out of the car, it was all along the side of our car and in the wheel wells, just like raw sewage, just covered.
Back down below, the captain of the ferry orders the bar to give away free drinks to try and calm down the poop-covered crowd. She also puts the ferry in full throttle to get back to the port as soon as possible, but nothing drowns out the screams of dozens of waste-drenched victims. As soon as they return, the crowd flees the boat and onto the docks. All of the money spent on tickets was refunded to the soaked passengers, and the staff
Good news, guys. All the money was refunded.
hurry up and wash every part of the boat to get it back up and running. And you would think they would maybe shut down the ferry for the day, but no, they just cleaned up the boat and did another service at 3 o'clock. I can only
what he didn't mention there is they cleaned up the boat. They did another service at 3 o'clock. This happened at like 2 o'clock. It took them an hour to clean it. Do you think they got everything? Hell no.
only imagine they thought, we'll give them a refund, they'll go take a shower, we'll be up and running for the next service, and nobody will ever think about this again. But unfortunately for them, this was already developing into a national news story.
It was like a downpour.
Captain Sonia Lund saw it, but passenger Mike Scarpelli was one of the people drenched in the deluge.
There were some older people on there
deluge.
that had limited mobility. They were doused from head to toe. Their hair was soaking wet, literally covered in urine and feces. There was a pregnant lady that could barely contain herself.
The crew knew exactly what to do. When they were alerted, they came back to the dock. The passengers, Bob Agra met them at the dock. The passengers disembarked. We gave them refund.
But Scarpelli doesn't remember it that way. He says initially the tour guide gave them the option of turning around, and when dumbfounded, he told the guide to also call police. Scarpelli says the guide replied, "We're working on it."
No authorities ever got on the boat. There were no police present. Whether or not they came after the fact, I don't know.
The interviews after the incident sparked two different reactions.
We got a call for a ferry that's covered in shit. How much shit? There's a lot. It's pretty much covered. Yeah, I'm about to go on break, so just send the rookie. Send somebody else. Send anybody but me.
Actions, serious outrage, and contagious laughter, because after all, poop is kind of funny. 5 of the victims actually went to Northern Memorial Hospital for tests due to likely pre-existing conditions and the taste of black water still in their mouths. Exposure to this volume of sewage can cause gastroenteritis, respiratory infections, skin infections, eye, ear, and sinus infections. You could get hepatitis A, UTIs, or even get parasites. An anonymous physician at the hospital even pointed it out that this was enough to shock experienced healthcare professionals. Working in the hospital care setting, when something strange or scary or gross or concerning happens, that's where you go. In general, we're used to it. We're kind of jaded. We're not very impressed with scenarios that would gross a layperson out. But this one was... people were talking about it for a long time afterward in the department. Luckily, nobody would end up getting sick or suffering any long-term illnesses, as far as we know, but the city of Chicago had to find the suspect as soon as possible to avoid more bad press. There were so many...
Yeah. Yes, that's part of the reason why the story is so good is because of who the suspect is. Yes, it was a Dave Matthews tour bus.
questions. Why would someone do this? Was it deliberate or accidental? How did the driver manage to dump waste in a way that would scatter over an entire ferry and over 100 people? Most importantly, who the hell was in that bus? Chicago police had never conducted an investigation quite like this, but luckily they would discover a few key pieces of evidence that would eventually reveal the man who dumped 800 pounds of liquid turd. The Poopgate investigation had officially started. The Illinois Attorney General, Lisa Madigan, was out for blood to see what environmental laws had been violated.
You know what she's thinking, right? Somebody say it. What's the Attorney General thinking? You guys know what I'm about to do. You know what I'm about to do. Come on, somebody say it. All right. 3, 2, 1.
I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja.
The first key piece of evidence was the discovery of the make and model of the vehicle, a modified 2003 Monaco Royale coach. The bus was more like a mansion on wheels, a luxury Class A diesel pusher at 45 feet in length. It had its own large shower, master bedroom, and tile floors. These buses usually have 50 to 100 gallon waste tanks, meaning it was more than capable of holding a massive amount of poop. But this is where it gets very interesting. According to McNeil, I happened to meet a guy who had one, a luxury coach. He bought this tour bus that happened to be Bob Seger's at one time. And so I was like, hey, these buses, can you remotely dump the toilets? And he said, absolutely. He showed me all about how you can do it from the driver's seat. So the technology exists to dump the toilets from the road, from behind the wheel under power, and it's existed for a long time. But it's still unclear if the driver was able to do this with just the press of a button. It's likely that in order for the driver to successfully dump out the waste from this Monaco Royale, he would have had to park, exit the vehicle, and run around to the 2 valves present near the back of the bus. One valve was for the gray water that comes from sinks and showers, and the other valve was for black water packed with weapons-grade feces and fermented urine. The Royale had a state-of-the-art Sanicon waste system, which could help liquefy solids and allow dumping with ease. All he had to do was flip the pump switch while the black water valve was pulled open, and the sewage would cascade down as the driver ran back to his seat and continued driving across the Kinsey Street Bridge. Unfortunately for the suspect, law enforcement found their second piece of evidence from a surveillance photo that was able to confirm the Monaco Royale, which crossed the Kinsey Street Bridge at the same time the passengers were soaked. But the third key piece of evidence was a paper given to the authorities at the very start of their investigation. It was provided by one of the passengers at the back of the boat, who managed to write down both the state and license plate number as the sludge rained down on him. Police were shocked when they tracked the plate and discovered that the 2003 Monaco Royale belonged to a luxury tour bus for the Dave Matthews Band. And just like that, they found their first suspect, DMB bus driver Jerry Fitzpatrick.
I hear that you were the driver on the bus in Chicago that dumped its human waste.
You know, there was an incident of that happening, and I was in Chicago when that happened, but it was not me. I had
Oh, it was not you, huh?
nothing to do with it at all. I was accused of it, actually.
It was your bus, right?
Because I'm driving a bus.
Yeah.
I was accused of it, and I just say that I didn't do that.
According to the Chicago Tribune, Fitzpatrick confirmed he was in Chicago with Matthews, whose band played the second of 2 shows at Alpine Valley in Wisconsin later that night. But the driver said he was parked in front of the Peninsula Hotel when the waste rained down from the bridge several blocks away. Fitzpatrick told the press, "There is no way I could be responsible for that. I haven't emptied the tank for days. Besides, we are very cautious about how we do that sort of thing." They also felt the need to clarify to the press, this band is very environmentally conscious. And to further clear his name, Jerry actually pushed a police sergeant named Paul Gardner to inspect the bus. He even gave Sergeant Gardner his phone to tell a reporter that his tank was almost full. However, the band had a total of 5 buses parked outside the Peninsula Hotel, and authorities were unsure of which one was the dumper. A band as popular as the Dave Matthews Band will tour with multiple buses, one for the band members, maybe one for the crew, and 2 or 3 for equipment, all traveling separately to keep everything running on time. The band was leaving the Alpine Valley Music Theater, which is 2 hours north of Chicago. Now, according to RVDumpsites.net, there are a few different places the band could have stopped to discard the waste from the bus.
Oh, God, this is so gross. This is why I hate dealing with anything that has a septic tank.
Then again, this happened over 20 years ago, so we don't know if any of these current locations were available back then. We do know that money was definitely not the problem, because even back then it only cost about $10 to empty the tank. Upon further investigation, authorities managed to confirm the exact bus that did the dumping. One of the passengers was the band's violinist, Boyd Tinsley, and the driver was Stefan Wohl.
They're responsible for all 800 pounds that was in there. Oh God. This is so shitty. Oh my God.
Which raised another question that we would never get an answer to. How could the tank possibly have 800 pounds of waste in it? The tour started in June. The average person produces less than 1 pound of waste per day. Since the bus was only occupied by 2 people, 2 months of use would still only be about 120 pounds in
Oh, damn, I was right. It all came from those two.
most extreme cases. Since the band had 5 different buses, and Dave says this particular bus was not the one he was on, how was that tank full? They were either letting a lot of people go to the bathroom on this specific bus during tour stops, or that thing was backed up from previous tours months or even years ago. But getting information out of this band wouldn't be easy. They knew discussing the matter publicly would result in a PR nightmare, and telling the truth would make them guilty. The band spokesperson, John Vlotten, said, "Our driver has stated that he was not involved in this incident. We reserve judgment on anyone until we have seen the evidence. We have been and will continue to be cooperative in this investigation." However, once the 2-week investigation had ended, the Illinois Attorney General's office filed a lawsuit against them. The suit
Okay, so apparently it costs about $10 to dump this the correct way. So how much is this going to end up costing them?
accused the band and driver of violating state environmental and nuisance laws, seeking $70,000 in fines and an evaluation of the band's waste disposal practices. And after confirming the surveillance footage, the Attorney General told the press, "I had the authority to enforce our state's Environmental Protection Act, and that's the main statute that we used. Surely it was a count of water pollution. Surely there was a count for discharging a contaminant into a waterway without a permit, and I think we may have also charged public nuisance. It's a pretty broad statute, but those are the 3 things that we were able to bring." As soon as the video came out, any attempts to deny that evaporated. Chicago's Mayor Daley also made a statement, but it was a little tone deaf and strange. He called the dumping absolutely unacceptable, but also said that the Dave Matthews Band was a very good band. The band's silence was heavily criticized, and eventually they felt the pressure to give a public statement, but they were reluctant to outright admit guilt. They did say that they care deeply about what happened and that they aren't attempting to avoid any responsibility they may have, and also that they didn't want to offend anyone. "We have fully and voluntarily cooperated with the Chicago authorities since the moment we heard about the incident. We provided photographs of any buses they requested, and we offered to supply DNA evidence to determine if one of our buses was the bus involved." So were they trying to get poop samples? "Our driver was the only person on the bus during the period relevant to this matter, and he has told us that he had nothing to do with this incident. We have not seen any of the other evidence in this case, and we have a few narrow but critical questions related to what we have seen of the evidence in the media." The statement was long, perfectly vague, but unfortunately, it didn't help their case. 2 months after the incident, the Dave Matthews Band realized the evidence was too strong to avoid guilt any longer. The band and their legal team agreed to pay $200,000 to a fund for environmental protection and other supportive projects. They also donated an additional $50,000 to the Friends of the Chicago River, who partly oversaw the ferry ride, and another $50,000 to the Chicago Park District. The group also agreed to keep records for the next 5 years detailing where and when the waste tanks on its tour bus
They had a poop log.
are emptied while in Illinois. As for the driver, Stefan Wohl, he pled guilty to the crime of dumping waste onto the public and into the river. It was the first time he admitted it publicly, and he was sentenced to 18 months of probation, 150 hours of community service, and received a $10,000 fine. Many people believe this was a mere slap on the wrist. The dumping of sewage could have seriously affected the health of the 2 pregnant women on the ferry, as well as the young children and a baby, plus the wheelchair-bound people who couldn't escape the fall. fallout. All of the money the band paid out went straight to the government, and nothing went to the actual victims. In fact, part of the agreement was that the band was allowed to avoid admitting guilt in court, and it won a provision intended to make it more difficult for the tour boat operator and at least one passenger on the ill-fated cruise to use the settlements in their own lawsuits against the band. Like so many other things in life, ordinary people are the real victims, and the government gets a big payday. Now, this didn't prevent some passengers from taking the band to court. A woman by the name of Nancy M. Toder filed a lawsuit for emotional distress. She was celebrating her 46th birthday, and she claimed the waste entered her eyes and mouth and covered her hair, clothing, and belongings. As a result, she suffered extreme nausea, vomiting, and related physical and emotional ailments and maladies, and continues to suffer severe emotional distress. But it's unclear if she was ever able to reach a settlement. The only person who seems remotely apologetic from the band is Jerry Fitzpatrick, and he didn't have anything to do with it.
You know, it was a nasty mess. I couldn't imagine being the victim. I couldn't imagine that. This driver didn't use his head. He caused a lot of problems. You know, it's a matter of stopping at a regular place, hooking your hose up, and flipping that switch on your dash to letting it go in the proper place, and he didn't do that.
In May of 2005, the Dave Matthews Band attempted to prove they actually care for the environment in one of the worst ways possible. Dave Matthews and Boyd Tinsley joined up with Ben & Jerry's to fight global warming with the release of an ice cream called Dave Matthews Band Magic Brownies. In 2009, Dave Matthews himself spoke about the incident on the Cara Caravu podcast. He said, "The bus driver lost his job and I didn't have my finger on the button, but it was one of our buses, wasn't mine, but it was one of the buses in my employment, and so I feel bad about it." He added, "It would be funnier if it were anyone else but me." Over time, the more serious aspects of Poopgate have been largely forgotten, and today it's laughed off as one big joke.
I think until maybe the day I die, I'll always be hesitant to walk under a bridge, or at least travel under a bridge. I definitely have a unique collection of colognes and deodorants, and I always have some baby wipes on me and lots of Purell.
Fake commemoration plaques have been zip-tied to the bridge to facetiously honor its history. The Chicago Hideout actually threw a dance party to celebrate the 20th anniversary. Even the Chicago Bulls organization has put in efforts to act like this incident was something the city should pay its respects to. But the Dave Matthews Band does not lean into the jokes. They remain pretty silent about the situation to this day. And after all these years, we still don't really have a true motive as to why Stefan Wohl did this. It's hard to imagine it was a pre-planned elaborate prank, but rather that he was just too lazy to empty the waste tank at a dump site. If there's any lesson to be learned from Poopgate, it's that what's traumatic for us in the moment is almost always something we can laugh about with friends in the future. Or in other words, shit happens.
Oh, man. I felt like the lack of accountability from Dave Matthews was pretty shitty. I believe they were considered MTV's Band of the 90s. Or number one band of the 90s, or however you want to put that. There's a lot of videos on Poopgate, but I found that his was the best one, the most comprehensive. It pretty much covered everything. I think the only thing I added to that was the fact that it took an hour to clean the boat before they sent it back out. Are you using an iPhone? I don't think the gifted. I noticed I have an iPhone and an Android, and I noticed that the membership gift button is not on the Android. Yeah, I love Dave Matthews was my high school band, right? That was the band that like you're not cool unless you go into the Dave Matthews concert. So I probably saw them 4 or 5 times. It's just funny because I've never been a jam band kind of guy, but I always liked Dave Matthews. I like him a little bit less now. I mean, how hard is it to say, yeah, dude, we had a driver who effed up and made things really shitty, and I feel bad, and I don't think that would have been a hard apology to make. Yeah, the Android has it. iPhone doesn't seem to have it. On your computer? Is it a Mac? Mac. All right, you guys want to get back to the regular stuff?
Want to chop, chop, chop chow down, take chow down to Chinatown.
Sorry. I got to do that twice every legal minute.
What is that?
1-8.
What does that mean?
Means you are higher than twice the legal limit.
Twice in legal minute?
Lenovo. I have a Lenovo. No, I don't have a Lenovo. I have a. Well, maybe I do. Yeah, I've got a Lenovo. It's called a Yoga. Yoga. What the hell? Shit. Maybe I got a strike. Hold on. Let me pull up my studio. Make sure I didn't get it. I got a strike. That would not be good. I think normally they shut the stream down though if you get a strike midstream. All right. I want to chop chow down. Take chow down to Chinatown. Oh, it works. Let me see if I have any to gift. I don't remember when the month flips over. Oh, damn. Hey, you guys, I'm trying to do a show with John Lindy. He's been on my channel before, and the reason is because him and I are right about the same number of subscribers. So we're hoping to get to that 1,000 mark right around the same time. So we're hoping to do 1,000 sub show. That'd be sweet. Be freaking sweet. By the way, did you guys see the picture on the picture on the thumbnail? I saw a soft sit in the wild, and I took a picture of it. And that picture was taken. The picture was taken about a block away from my house. So there's one somewhere really, really, really near me. It's not cool. Not cool. Lynn, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. You are freaking awesome, dude. You know it. I really appreciate you. Oh, speaking of 1,000 subs, I did get approved for something for affiliate stuff. It's basically when you can, you see YouTube videos and then there's products that pop up. If you've watched one of my recent videos that I published over the last 12 15 hours, you might have seen a bunch of them because I was testing it out. I think I get discounts on a bunch of stuff. Like if there's something that you guys want to buy, I can go see if I can get it. And then you can decide for yourself whether or not it's cheaper through me or through the affiliate thing or somewhere else. But just let me know. I don't really know how it works. I know I do make a commission if you buy stuff on there. So, but that's not, if it works for you, it'll work for me. If it doesn't work for you, then I won't put stuff on there that I don't use myself or non-K-pop demon related. We should get some more lemon pound cake stuff. Yes. Check out Miss G's store. I know she's sending out some cups to a couple of y'all in the very near future. Yeah, that's what I think. So I'll pull up an example here of a short somebody sent me and then how to find it. Vicky, you missed Poopgate. You missed Poopgate. It was amazing. It was freaking amazing. Anybody that just joined, you missed Poopgate. All right, Harry sent me a video. Shit, where'd it go? Let's see why I'm looking for it.
I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to chop, 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 chow down. Take chow down to Chinatown.
Oh shit, I don't remember how long this is, but I think I have enough time to throw in some tunes. I believe this guy was going like 140 miles an hour, at least at some point.
Consent, you do not have jurisdiction. Strong and got me taken down. Still you sign that damn conviction. Tinfoil face, grammar school laughs at your self-made mess.
Gotta fix it.
Grammar school stream on the glow screen. Court of idiots in an orange sheen. Word salad storm in a stale room. Judge just size bang doom. I do not consent to cry again, but steel on wrist is your only friend. Tinfoil face, took it. Tinfoil face, took it.
Thought I was gonna time it perfectly. Maybe it's a stolen car.
Hold on, let me just talk to y'all.
764 Young Sam Allen.
I didn't do nothing, I don't recall.
Jesus bumped his head on the live stream floor. Off his meds, he's a one-man war. Stage dive fail, hit the crowd like hail. Chaos in the pews, oh what a tale.
Karen's in cuffs, sovereign guy in a truck.
$1 million dreams, but the checks all stuck. Too many DUIs, tasers in the air. Grammar school's the king, ain't nobody compare. Body cam footage, it's a viral spree. Idiots shouting, you can't arrest me. Fuck the UCC and your strawman game. Grammar school's here, put the fools to shame. They scream, they cry, but the law don't lie. Grammar school flies high, so high.
Right here, I think. Somewhere around here.
Karen's in cuffs, sovereign guy in a truck. $1 million dreams, but the checks all stuck. Too many DUIs, tasers in the air. Grammar school's the king, ain't nobody compare.
Okay. Right.
He's about to wreck out.
Yeah. Oh. Jeez.
1016.
Holy shit.
That's the officer's music. He's got some chase music too.
Hey, can you hear me?
Huh?
Hey, can you hear me? Is it just you in there?
by yourself?
I have no idea what the officer's listening to. Any of you guys know?
Sounds like a female, but I can't see or hear anything. I can't get the flash. Let me go get my window punch and some gloves. You can just watch it. See if you can get any light.
What's up, Lisa?
You may hear it. Down goes freezer! Down goes freezer! Down goes freezer! How many people are in the car with you? Is it just you, or is there other people in there? Who is in the car with you?
Oh, what is he listening to? It almost sounds like something I might listen to.
Hey, cover your face. We're gonna bust the window. Tried to extract. Let's on a stop. I think we have at least more than one occupant. We're trying to break them out. I can't. I'm gonna try for this little window punch if you can just watch. Hey, grab your flashlight. Because we can't see and we can't tell who's all in there. I'll try. You try that.
Let's pretend for a second that the officer is holding a pew-pew. I feel like it's not needed anymore, but, you know.
I'll try inside. There's a flashlight. Yeah, there's a female right there. I don't know about anywhere else. One occupant, female.
Oh, you think it's coming from the crash car? I thought it's coming from the officer's car because they have a mic on them, which activates when they activate the lights. But they also have a mic in the cab too. So I still think it's coming from the officer's car, but
I want to try to punch this window. I think there's too much pressure on it for it to shatter.
crap, I know this one. Oh god, I know this song. However, I hear it too well. Okay, let's scoot this up a little bit. Smush people, smush people, smush people, smush people.
All right. Okay, well, we've got an ambulance coming. What? Here. You're good, you're good.
I can't.
Okay, if you can't, don't try to force it, okay?
The seat is fully connected.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, we get a little desensitized to this stuff. I didn't see a person flying in the air, so it's a good start.
You're okay, you're talking to me. right. Nobody else was with you?
No, what?
Just you.
It's just
Okay. Okay.
I was trying to get somewhere because I was super late and I panicked.
Okay. Where do you live, Trista?
All right, go to whatever music playlist you have and tell me what the first song that comes up is. Mine's pretty funny.
Where do you live?
Rogers.
Okay. All right.
I was running like 40 minutes late, and so I just was panicking.
Okay. And when you saw the blue lights, you just...
What?
When you saw my blue lights, you just panicked?
I saw the lights and I panicked.
Okay.
I knew I should have pulled over, but I panicked and I just...
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
All right. I should probably be talking over the music, but
Yeah, so she's basically between the back seat and the front seat. The front seat's got her head in the back.
the song that comes up at the top of my playlist is "I Can Only Count to 4" by Psycho Stick. And my 3-year-old son freaking loves that song. You should check it out.
So even if we had that open, we can't get her out.
Oh yeah, I figure Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me doing in my band.
Hey Trista, is this your phone?
Yeah.
You sure need to call police? Okay. That'll work. Okay.
He's really lightheaded.
Okay. We've got an ambulance coming.
Okay.
They're coming.
The seat is fully fitting me.
I know. Can you feel your legs at all?
I can feel my legs.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Wish we could get her out of there. But until we can get this lifted and the doors open.
What's up, my dude? Hey, what's the song at the top of your playlist, Colin? You gotta watch the beginning of this stream. It's awesome. We did Poopgate. I stole it from another person, but it was just too. I had to do it. Fuck, I was gonna see something. Right. Check out Colin's channel. What's up, dude? Oh, speaking of Colin's channel, Legal Fiction, how many subs do you have? Last I checked, it was... Fuck, I forgot.
Who's that? Oh, spam? Okay.
I've never been pulled over before, and so I just panicked.
Well, you're still talking to me, so that's a good day, okay? Huh?
I want to be ninja.
Where's my EMS at?
All right. Something's got to happen here. I'm going to move on to the next one. Let's see. I just hear that girl whimpering. Oh shit, did I miss it? Sorry. Sorry, Lynn. No bueno. We're gonna get more ninjas. Do they ever get do they do this the whole rest of the video? Oh, did somebody get out? No, that's just the officer. What's he holding? Hold on. Oh, there's a glove. Oh my god. Fleeing, speeding, reckless driving, criminal mischief. She's late for work at 140 miles an hour. God. All right, let's see. Who am I missing? Is that a song? Yeah, dude, you're gonna have no issue with the hours. You're not. You want don't even think about the hours. You get like 30 plus people to watch every stream, so you're not gonna have any issues with the hours. Oh, the Shook Up Ramen song. Raquel flautists. I didn't even catch that improper lane change. Maybe she got arrested for this.
What is that? 1.8. What does that mean? Means you were higher than twice the legal limit.
Twice in legal minute?
You didn't watch Poopgate? Oh, you wouldn't be eating that Whopper. Wixom, thank you so much for the super chat. That was AFK for Poopgate. I'm eating a BK Whopper. Yum. Wait, no, is BK2 yum? I don't remember. Thanks, Wixom. Well, that's all I got, y'all. No, I got more. I just used all the best stuff already. Oh, you know what? Okay. Let's circle back to the whole affiliate thing that I'm learning about. Colin, I gotta ask you about the affiliate thing because I don't think anybody actually uses it. But for example, let's say you wanted to buy a vibrating pad. I can hook you up. Let me give you an example.
Boobs first. Okay, or did you grab it already? No.
She sounds like a chipmunk.
I literally can't drink anything.
Oh, I'm out of here.
I did it.
You sound like a kookaburra.
If I had one of those, I could get Miss G to stream every night. It might only last for like 4 minutes, but it'd be fun as hell. Oh man, I don't know. What do you guys want to watch? Oh, I was looking for it. I was trying to find a clip. I couldn't find it, but I think I found it. No, don't put it in your Amazon cart. I feel like there's one that I was supposed to play yesterday that I didn't get to. Let's see. We did Poopgate. We did the port air traffic controller. We did the flight. Oh, I got the worst liar ever. Oh no. You know, Loretta, I need to find I forgot. Wait. I think I forgot a sub to that guy, so I need to go back to his channel. I've never bought anything from Temu. I'm always tempted.
October 9th, 2024. Officers were dispatched at a bank after receiving reports of a subject attempting to cash a fraudulent check.
Good.
Dude, my wife buys so much shit from TikTok. Some of it's all right.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
I'll get this one for you.
Well, thank you. This guy's got problems.
So that's we actually the check was not.
This bank looks like a Shake Shack.
We did have to dispatch the police. So I'm assuming this officer hasn't.
Hi. Hey, not much.
Oh, I've got Sheen
Here to
stuff.
Figure out what's going on. You have a place we can go?
Yeah, we can go into this office up here.
I'll follow you. Just go ahead and have a seat, sir, so I can talk with her and maybe figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, I'm the manager. I had just run back in, and they said that anytime non.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. You're being detained until we figure this out. Okay? No, you're being detained, and unless you want to go in cuffs and back my car till I can figure it out, I'd like to have a seat in there. Okay?
Nabel, did you not have insurance, dude? I feel like I need to give you a lecture.
I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, I do. I need to understand what's going on, but he sat back down.
The signature was worn, like he tried to wash it, and the original amount is underneath the now written amount, and there's writing over top.
Actually, you can kind of very slightly see health underneath.
If you hold it in the light, you can see the $100 that was written previously to that. And for signature, this looks criminal.
Not yet. Apparently, he has a ride outside, so there should be somebody.
Okay, so this dude has a check from somewhere from somebody. He tries to wash the check. Now, there's some types of ink that will come off of paper pretty easily. So it says, what's his face? Oh my God, the Catch Me If You Can guy. I can't think of his name right now. So I guess this guy was trying to do that, and then he writes over the original endorsement to endorse himself, and he thinks he's gonna get away with this. Hey, Bill. Minimum insurance, dude. Yeah, hard lessons. Never mind. I'll go on the hard lessons later, but yes. Now, have you switched to comprehend? Well, I guess you need a vehicle first, but yeah. Cover everything, especially uninsured motorists or underinsured motorists. Definitely want that one.
In it. Okay, I understand. So he's
non-insured or
If you hold up the light, you can
underinsured.
see where
Underinsured.
written for 100, and this is not a real signature. And it says Mary Boutin underneath William.
That's the
Bear.
name.
I did contact her, and she said that it was supposed to be for Mary Boutin in her checkbook. The check number 174 is supposed to be Mary Boutin for $100.
You know what's crazy? The first time I heard of Frank Abagnale, he came to speak at my freaking high school. And then I thought he was the coolest person on the planet.
And this phone number is not real. They have that written down. That's not the contact number we have for that customer, so the phone number is fake. and her signature is completely off.
It's actually the wrong last name.
Yeah.
This is Donna Grimes, so it's like Donna Summers.
Yeah, it's completely changed.
Yeah, he's deleted something there too.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever was originally.
Oh, I got a really bad pedestrian video I could play. I don't think it's a TOS violation either. I'll think of ooh.
All right.
But I got in contact with the customer. She wants to come down, so she should be here.
But seriously, Nabo, how many of these videos do we watch? I'm gonna put a little more thought in this, Nabo, and then we're gonna dive into this some more. Actually, if you want to, you can come on the stream with me and we could talk about it. Just give me a thumbs up in the chat.
She's from Lakeview, though.
Okay, thank you guys. Do you have an ID on you?
Yeah. What's wrong with it?
Well, first, I need to advise you of your rights. Okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to have representation with you, counsel, while and during questioning, and you don't have to answer any of my questions if you do not wish.
I'm not seeing anyone right on. My ID?
I'm sorry? Okay, we're just inside the door here. Office to the right.
I'll tell you how this is gonna go.
Check.
I mean, I just got it. I mean, yesterday?
Okay. Is that yes or no?
I'm sorry.
Is that a yes or no? Do you wish to
I
talk
mean,
to
I'll
me?
talk to you a little bit, but,
Okay. Where'd you get this check at?
Some lady and her son.
Who's this some lady and her son?
Well, her son bought a car off me.
Yeah?
And, she gave me the check.
So you're claiming that this...
I'm telling you.
Okay. So you're telling me...
Yeah.
What was the guy's name that bought the car
I'm
off?
gonna set that up right now before I forget.
Okay.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Where's that thumbs up, Nabo?
Okay. Well, it's for him, but she bought it or whatever, I guess. Okay.
And he gave you this. He gave you this check for this amount. Him and her were both present.
Yeah.
Do you bank here?
No.
You just trying to cash it?
Huh?
Just trying to cash it here?
Right. So they said, where do you bank? I bank at
Okay.
Wood Forest, where my accountant's put it down. My oldest son just passed away. And, yeah. Is that a Ridgewood check?
It is. I'm going to step out and talk with him. This lady's on her way here right now. It's supposed to be written for $100. Mary Tan.
Shit, I always hit the wrong button.
Match the CD won't match. There's something right here. That's not a good phone number. Okay, well, so you sold this car to who again? What was it?
Andrew.
Andrew what? Don't know his last name?
I mean, he's a little taller. He's got brown hair. He's white.
And you're claiming he gave you that check?
Yeah.
You're telling me.
Right.
Okay, when I say claiming, I'm not trying to be accusatory, okay? I'm trying to figure the situation out.
I understand.
Okay.
I'm trying to be, yeah. I just come back up from North Carolina. I don't have a driver's license.
Yeah, I see that.
Right, and it's an old car anyways, and he'd been wanting it. And, well, I hadn't been working, just been doing odd jobs. I ain't worked in a while. So, like, you know, I'll go ahead and I'll say that car, because he could be bugging me about it, so I called him up.
What kind of car was it?
What kind of car was it? Cutlass, the old Cutlass.
Yep.
The older one, is that like the 70? I did a lot of work to that car, you know? I mean,
Was this Cutlass in your name?
no, it wasn't.
Okay. Mr. Blair, this didn't add up. And it's not adding up at all.
What do you mean?
Well, you're telling me you sold a car that wasn't yours.
It was mine, but it wasn't
Who's
my name because I don't have a
who's
license.
entitled to it? That's what I want to
To a
know.
friend.
Okay, so it's not your car.
It was my car. My wife passed away, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go get a snack real quick. But if anything ever needed a flow chart on my channel, it would be this guy. I know Khan's got the rights to Java, but if you wanted to keep track, just throwing that out there. But as I said, worst liar ever.
So it was still in her name. Okay? So, I know that wasn't me. I know
What's your wife's name?
Nikki Blair.
Nikki Blair. Because we can check and see who.
Well, go ahead.
If she had a.
Go ahead.
Cutlass.
Go ahead.
What's interesting is this doesn't say for car. This says flooring.
Right. Because I know, but I've done jobs for her too, though.
Where's Donna lived?
Huh? Where's who?
Where Donna lived?
I don't know. They said Lakeview.
You don't know?
They said Lakeview.
What's Donna?
I've only met him and here about Fountain.
What's Donna look like?
I don't know. I really know her. She got brownish hair.
Okay.
I didn't pay attention to her.
How old is she?
I don't know. I didn't ask her all that. I wasn't worried about it. I didn't think there was going to be a problem. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, Donna's on her way down here, and we're going to figure this out because
I didn't write the check.
The handwriting is different than what's signed.
I didn't write the check and I didn't get it cashed. So what did I do wrong?
Well,
I mean, somebody paid me for something. I came in here to try
we're
to
going to
cash
find
it.
out. We would like to speak to whoever gave this to you. Who is that person?
I would like you to speak to him right now.
Who is that person?
I just told you all I know. I just told you all I know.
You probably communicated with him with your phone.
Not him. I just said I had his name on my phone. Okay. Tell him his name.
Yeah, I'd like to have his name and phone number so we can contact him.
Well, you will. Okay. As soon as I walk out of here.
As soon as what?
As soon as I walk out of here.
Okay. Well, we're going to get this straightened out now. At this point, you're suspected of trying to cash a fraudulent check. So until we can prove otherwise.
How the hell?
Until we can prove
So
otherwise.
she comes here and says she didn't write that. Somebody else wrote it, and I didn't know. But then I get charged for it.
Well, we're going to deal with it.
How do I get charged for it?
Buddy, I don't know. We're trying to run down your story. You're giving us stories. We're going to.
I'm not giving you stories. Look, done work for him. He moved in the house, and that's right why he said flooring. He just moved. I think it.
What's it for?
Man, I ain't been in trouble in years, man.
Okay.
I ain't been in trouble.
Well,
in years.
I'll tell you, I'm willing to start over if you're willing to start over.
I ain't been in
Because
trouble in years.
Things aren't adding up, Mr. Blair.
Look, I don't
and
care.
we're going to get to the bottom of it. If you made a mistake,
what mistake did I make?
I'm asking.
Somebody gave me the check, man.
Okay, who? Produce who
I'm
gave you the
trying to
check
figure it out.
so we can validate it. And if everything's on the up and up, you get to go home.
I don't know. I mean,
You said his name.
obviously it wasn't her. Obviously, so I don't know now. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
But I mean, I don't know.
$1,687 is a lot of money.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want nobody's bank account that it wasn't legit. You know what I mean? I mean, I've been there. You know.
Did you alter that check in any way?
I did not. I'm telling you, sir, I did not.
Because that check's
I didn't
been
really
altered.
look at it, for real.
That check's been altered since it's been written originally.
I mean, how would I know that though? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I'm just asking.
there's 3 names on that check. 3 different names on that check.
3 different names.
Yeah.
You can tell where one.
The account holder, the person that signed the check at the top, and the person that signed the check at the bottom. There's all 3 different names. None of which you've mentioned.
Can I see? I mean, can you show me that?
Look on the other. Look on the far side of Blair. You can tell where it's been. And you're telling me because you sold a car.
I
The check
understand.
says flooring.
I know. I understand what you're saying.
You understand why this?
Look, I used to teach flooring.
You what?
I used to teach flooring, and I do flooring
What
sometimes.
does that have to do with a car?
Hey, you ain't gonna be a smart ass, man, for real.
No, I'm just.
I know, but look, man, I told you I sold a car, and I sold a car. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you what I did.
So you're telling me these funds
Look, don't tell me
are
like that.
satisfied
Don't act
with
like I'm
that
lying to you. Look, they gave me that check, man.
for the car or for flooring?
look, he owed me money for the car. He been paying me on the car. He owed me money on that car. And that's the check they gave me. I don't know why they wrote flooring, because I've done little work for at his house, not her house. He got a new place. He was trying to fix up, you know, it didn't run down. But anyway.
All right, I was playing this one just to give our ears a little break because I think everything else is kind of loud. I'm gonna play this for a couple more minutes, and I don't think the sound can get any better. If I turn off the balance, it's gonna sound weird.
It would be extremely helpful if we find out who he is, and if he's.
I'm trying to get up.
Oh, I gotta do something too.
Cool. I'm trying to get up. Obviously, he's not. If it's been altered, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that just adds to.
I didn't even look at it, man. If I just.
When did you receive it?
I think yesterday.
Where did you exchange it at? Where did he give that to you at? Your house?
At my house?
Or
No,
his house?
My house is out by that one campground.
Out by that one campground.
Out past.
You ain't got to talk like that. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting at all. I don't care what you think. Okay. You know, you take me to jail. I don't care. You know, I've been there before. You know, look, I didn't alter that damn check, and I didn't know they did. If they would have, if I'd have seen that, hey, I never even thought about looking at it like that.
So what's Andrew's last name?
That good guy and that bad guy shit ain't gonna work with me. Say what?
That's not what we're playing here, honestly.
Well, I'm just saying.
But what's Andrew's last name?
And I just said it, but I couldn't tell it. I only knew by hand.
Do you have his phone number?
Through
I communicated with him.
Like I said, I had it on my phone.
Okay.
What do you have his phone number?
I'm trying to get to it,
Okay.
but it's pissing me off. So.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to piss you off. We're trying to figure this out.
Me too.
And get some straight answers.
I mean, if you're not the true suspect, you know.
I am giving you a straight answer.
Okay. Well, then, speaking with this gentleman will vindicate you.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, Reese's is
They altered the check. You think he's gonna?
anything Reese's is crack. Have you ran into those freaking juices? Those little like figurine. They're like these $5 little tiny juice bottles made for kids that have these little figurines on top. Once your kid discovers those, stuff gets real expensive real quick when you go to the grocery store.
Come in here and say, "Oh yeah, I ordered the check."
That's worth a shot to try.
He ain't gonna let a stupid ass do it. Oh, he's gonna do something. My bad, Aaron. My bad. I'm sorry.
Aaron?
Aaron.
Okay. No, you're fine. Hey, what? Why are you blocking me from Aaron's information?
Huh?
Why are you not giving me Aaron's information?
I'm trying to right now.
I know, but I've been asking
Okay, my bad.
for a while.
Okay, my bad.
Aaron, brownish
Okay.
hair.
And you've been doing work for him, or how
Well, I
do you
mean, I
how
keep
do you
my
know
house.
him?
Actually, he goes by a different nickname.
Oh my God.
Sure.
Because I've never actually even called him Aaron.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I just met him, for real.
Okay. So you haven't known him very long.
No, not long at all. I just met him.
Does he have the title to the car?
Yeah, I gave it to him.
Yeah. And it was registered in your wife's name,
Right. Yeah.
and she knows you sold it and all that. You had it notarized, obviously. I'm sorry. I mean, this could be legit. Okay. Obviously,
Obviously, it ain't legit because it's all
On your
I
part.
can see that. Huh?
on your part,
Oh.
5 I'm okay. I don't know. Okay.
Damn it, legal. Who had Pebbles? What video? Somebody had the nickname Pebbles. Was it one of the, I think Soft Sid steals a house? Was that the video?
Obviously, we make a living getting lied to.
Right, I understand.
Okay.
And I understand that.
So we have to question everything and trust nobody.
Maybe it was
until
Bam
things make
Bam.
sense to us. Okay.
But I wouldn't, man, if I'd have...
You've seen the check. You understand why it's being questioned.
Yeah, if I
and why
would
we're
look
here.
at it, I wouldn't have did it. You know what I mean? I would have handed it right back to him. I'd have, what the hell, you know? You know what I mean?
So obviously,
I guess I should've.
somebody has altered that check.
She's already had it written. Yeah, I probably should. You know, I didn't even think about it. You know what I mean? I've never
And I have information where the check was originally written to.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't you, obviously. Somebody's changed this check. We have to figure out who. Okay?
I mean, I can't do nothing for you right here. You know what I mean? Like, trust me.
You'll probably, and I don't know, the account holder is apparently on her way in. She's going to tell me what I already know, which is where she wrote the check to,
Right.
when, and
But
that stuff's her not.
To do with that.
Unfortunately, you're the one in the spotlight because you're the one holding the.
Yeah, okay. It was the freaking Pro Se that won. That I streamed for like 5 days. Yes, that's the one.
The check, whether it's a stolen check. I don't know how this person would have ever. I have no clue. No clue.
Obviously, I mean,
No clue. I don't know if it was stolen out of the mail. I don't know if it was cashed by the business it was originally written to yet. I mean, we're still in the very early stages of figuring this out. That's why we're here. And obviously, the more you give me his name, his first name, and his if we can,
that's, you know, and
if we can figure out.
I haven't even talked to him a whole lot over the phone. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
He goes by a
shit.
different nickname, man. He runs around Buff Fountain. I know he does.
Yeah, that could be
Right, I know.
100 people. You know what you described.
I know. Man, I swear, man, there ain't no way I could catch. You know.
Well, you know, right now, obviously, you're in possession check. It's been altered. That's where we're at. And
so I'll get charged for it.
I don't know yet. I mean, it's looking like that might be a good possibility because you're the one in possession of the altered check trying to cash. None of those signatures are on there. You can really explain other than you did work for a lady.
I did work. I did work for him. I didn't really work for her.
I see.
You know, I just helped him out around the place that he just got, cleaned it up. You know, I did fix a floor for him. I used to teach flooring. You know. Man, I'm telling you, man, if I would look at the check, I didn't even look at it.
He gave it to you yesterday, you said.
Yeah, like yesterday morning.
Good to see you, Colin. Thanks for stopping by.
At some campground.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, I was out of the rooms. Well, this is actually where
Shut your bitch ass up. Is that what it means? Did he play the video of the Karen dad at the soccer game?
I mean, obviously, this isn't hard. I mean, I'm not an expert. You look at the check, it's altered, and
right. I mean,
unless we can get more information, that's where we're at.
My writing, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
There's no way I ain't wrote on the check yet. I haven't wrote on the check. I wouldn't do that.
It's bad when you just. It's bad when you can do that trick.
I mean, I know I've done some shit in the past, but I ain't one to steal from an individual. Yeah, I'm you know, you heard my record, you know.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if that was you or somebody else there.
But I would never do an individual like that. You know what I mean? Sure. I need some drink, man.
Okay, hang on. Just a second.
I ain't going.
Hey, do I have anybody in here from Tennessee?
Okay. All right. Go ahead and turn around. Put your
I
name
need
down,
something
man.
to drink first. Can I get some drink
Get you
first?
something to drink out of jail. Okay.
I need some drink, man. I'm telling you, my throat.
Okay. Go ahead and turn around. Put your hand behind your back, buddy.
Man, I need something to drink, man. For real, I can't get something to drink. How you gonna help me out when I'm handcuffed? Give it to me. I didn't write that damn check. You guys know I didn't write it. You know I didn't. I can't believe this shit, man. Oh shit, man. Fuck.
Hang on, man. get that on.
Yeah, there might be a perfectly good explanation. That's what we're trying to find out. But right
Yeah,
now,
I'm telling you,
the way the state law reads, Mr. Blair, is if you are in possession, let me finish. If you attempt to cash a check that has been,
I know it was altered. You know, I didn't even look at it.
I understand. Well, we're,
If I'd have seen it was altered, I'd have handed it through right
so I
now.
tried to call the number you gave for Aaron.
Yeah.
And it says all lines are busy. Please try again later. So I tried it
So,
twice.
like I said, I had.
And then I called the number on the memo line, that telephone number that's written there.
Yeah.
I come back to a guy at a Greenville.
Man, I don't
Who
know.
doesn't know you, who doesn't know
Look,
the
I don't
check
know.
bearer.
I don't know. I just know they gave me that damn check. You know what I mean? I didn't alter anything. You know I didn't.
You know what annoys me too is that you know how easy it would have been for me to get in that business early. I don't know if you guys' state has the same. So Colorado, basically every major city started. Okay, so dude gets arrested. He's just an idiot, and he's just a terrible, terrible liar. So anyway, he gets arrested. But in Denver, Colorado Springs, Fort Collins, Boulder, Colorado, they created ordinances where the joints of the concrete have to be even on the sidewalk, right? So to eliminate the trip hazard. And I think that this might have been national. I think it might have been an ADA thing. I'm not sure. But basically, all you needed was a concrete grinder, a handheld that hooks up to a dustless vac. I mean, shit, I saw guys blasting dust anyway. And you could charge whatever you want when they first passed this. And I happened to be in that business at the time, not necessarily that specifically, but I was like, why did I not start that freaking business? It drives me nuts every time I see somebody has a freaking concrete grinding t-shirt. It's like writing your own freaking check. But rough on your back, though. Really rough on your back. But then they make these things called rack attacks. Anyway, I'm sad. Okay, let's do a stolen story. Let's focus on Tennessee here for a second. Don't stop. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you believe that officers have quotas. Put a 2 if you think some have quotas, some don't. Put a 3 in the chat if you think quotas are made up. I know the factual answer, and I'm going to put it right here. I'm just going to give you guys a second to answer. You think they're made up? The reason I know they're not made up is because the Columbus body cam guy, the guy, you know who I'm talking about, the guy, he's got his own channel, Columbus body cam or Columbus something body cam. He told a story about how his department doesn't have quotas, but the neighboring, or maybe the neighboring jurisdiction does, something like that, right? So some do, some don't. This is kind of a video about when quotas become a problem. If you need to go, Fox 17 News. No, not Surgeon Curtis. I'll think about it. Yeah.
Where the drunks are, go find the freaking drunks.
What you're listening to is some leaked audio of a Tennessee Highway Patrol captain pushing troopers in his command to make more DUI arrests. That conversation sparked allegations of a quota system, potentially a reason why the agency makes more sober DUI arrests than other departments around the state, a number previously investigated and reported by Fox 17 News. Our Kelly Avellino now with the accusations over pressure to make DUI arrests and what could be driving it.
Did you drink it all that night?
No.
Anything?
No.
What about any drugs or medications?
Absolutely not.
Tyrone Parks is one of 16 people who filed federal lawsuits against the Tennessee Highway Patrol after THP.
What's his name? That's his channel. By the way, this video doesn't come from that channel. That's just the guy who said it on. Is it Badger? I don't know his name. I know it's in there somewhere. He says it a bunch of times. I just can't think of it. Donna, thank you so much for the 5 months. It's good to see you, by the way. Thank you. I really appreciate it. He did look high as fuck. I wasn't drunk then, but during this interview, it might be a little bit different.
Arrested him for DUI in Marshall County in 2024. But tests showed Parks had zero alcohol or drugs in his system. A judge dismissed all charges.
I told that dude I didn't have nothing in my system at night. He just wanted to take me to jail.
I'm placing you under arrest for driving under the influence.
He looks so high.
Ongoing investigation into sober DUI arrests, which revealed more than 2,500 in Tennessee since 2017, has brought scrutiny to law enforcement agencies, including THP, over the issue.
Did you feel pressure?
Absolutely. It started at the top and it trickled down into the districts.
Former THP trooper Ashley Smith.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. And this is kind of the point of the story, is that the officers feel pressure first to just find an excuse to create DUI arrests, and then later to become whistleblowers.
Told Fox 17 she felt the demand to make as many DUI arrests as possible, particularly when working extra shifts funded by grant money, like Tennessee's Sober Up program. This THP grant manual requires troopers to make at least 2 contacts or stops per hour when working the overtime.
They're called chicken stops. That's what they're called. You see somebody driving without a tag light. Oh, well, that's a violation.
And Smith talks about emails like this one from THP Captain Bruce McCarley, who wrote, "The Sober Up grant hours to contact is not good. Only 2 DUIs. We can do better."
You would get emails stating that you needed to up your DUI arrest.
In another email, McCarley included this map tallying each trooper's DUI arrest count in the district, and a different former trooper sent Fox 17 an audio recording of THP Captain Patrick Turner urging troopers to make DUI arrests.
It is implied on midnight shift that a midnight trooper is a DUI hunter.
The captain noted troopers should ideally be making 100 DUI arrests per year.
Damn.
And arrest every DUI you can get your hands on. You've already said, we know what we're looking for, that 98, 100 plus.
Law enforcement agencies across Tennessee received $33.5 million in 2026 for traffic safety. THP and other departments clearly have to demonstrate that they're using the funds, but has that led to inappropriate pressure on troopers to make traffic stops and arrests?
So, what do you do?
Smith says she arrested a man for DUI who later tested negative for alcohol after feeling pressure from her sergeant, who was also on scene.
I like those wheels.
You tell them no, you get in trouble, or you do what they tell you to and you take them to jail when they're not DUI.
Fox 17 also discovered one former trooper in Bedford County, Asa Pearl, arrested 13 different drivers who all later tested negative. Court records also showed another 18 of Pearl's DUI arrests were dismissed after the driver's blood alcohol level was under the limit. That's 31 DUI arrests dismissed, but there's no record of any of this in Pearl's HR file, which we got through a records request. These documents say he quit.
No trooper wants to arrest somebody who's not committed a crime.
period. Our goal, and I'll just keep reiterating, is safety.
THP Colonel Matthew Perry testified before state lawmakers earlier this year when asked about sober DUI arrests.
We don't have a quote on DIs. We want to arrest every impaired driver.
Lawmakers asked if blood tests include screening for cold medicine or other common drugs that could impact driving.
And I could be wrong.
Wiggles, they are also talking about other substances.
I don't know of an over-the-counter drug, cold medicines, allergy, sleep aids that are tested for.
We located
Yeah, I think the planting drugs is more of a Baltimore thing.
the list of all substances that TBI tests for on its website. 7 are listed in drugstore medicines like NyQuil, Benadryl, and Robitussin.
But I think some changes need to be made, though, because there's too many out there that doesn't happen, innocent people getting arrested for DUIs.
And changes are happening. A new law went into effect in 2026 requiring all law enforcement agencies in Tennessee to make public the number of sober DUI arrests each year. Fox 17 also confirmed that THP is now equipping all troopers.
Yeah, either he's really high or he really, really wants to be a ninja.
I want to be ninja.
So officers can get real-time information if a driver has likely been drinking or not.
I reached out to THP for a response or an interview at least twice about everything we mentioned in this report. THP did not respond. However, the agency did call the former troopers that we used in this story disgruntled employees when testifying before state lawmakers. You've listened to them now, and you can decide who you believe. I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
2,500 false arrests since 2017. So I don't know if there's, when they say since, I don't know if they mean the beginning or the end of 2017. That's like, what, 300-ish a year? If I don't know, math in my head is, somebody do the math. Some 300 and some change. That sounds about right in my head. The scary part is you got to be pretty sure that this is not just a Tennessee thing. But I think this was just all of Tennessee. It was the Tennessee Highway Patrol. So it could have been, I think it could have been anywhere in the state. They're at the bar drinking. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely pro police, but I'm also pro truth, pro accountability, fully objective, 34 to 37% hypocrite. Plus I lie to you guys all the time. Like the lady from yesterday that I said got it. That got deported. Yeah, I made that up, but I delivered it with some conviction, and y'all believed me. So I don't know. All right, let's get back to the regular stuff. I think I got one more. Shit. I might have to find 2 to catch up with Stewart. Yeah, I know. It just went so well with the story. I had to say that she got deported. I'm gonna start. I know. My mom believes everything I tell her. It's hilarious. I'll make some of the most random shit up. All right. Oh God, I got another home base video. You know what sucks is sometimes I watch a video and it just seems so much better the first time, like the fake check guy, and then I play it live. I'm like, this is stupid. Yeah, I mean, and Leslie pointed out that they'll do campaigns 4th of July, New Year's Eve, and I'm sure that's pretty consistent everywhere. But it doesn't surprise me. All right, so I'll play a home base defense mixed with a little Karen. I don't remember if this one gets loud or not.
9th, 2026, an officer on routine patrol observed a vehicle fail to stop at a posted stop sign before accelerating and traveling at a high rate of speed near a crowded beach area.
7-7, 1050 Hicks Beach, floor deck.
Actually, 37% hypocrite. That's pretty high. I'd say more like 15.
Kilo Bravo Juliet, 4 Charlie, KBJ, 4C, Blue Lexus, 1 on board, speed, careless, stop sign, we're still going. Approaching White Street.
Down to Chinatown.
Все главное, give us police apartment. We're traveling so fast. Yeah, use your driving license.
This wind is so bad.
Yeah, the reason I stopped you, you were going 50 miles over there. You didn't stop on the stop sign. There's the people everywhere. You were flying. You have any explanation for that? Use your driver's license.
Not this one. Not this one.
Use your driver's license, please.
Damn, I'm sorry. I don't remember this much wind.
Alright, step outside. Right here. Go right there. Stay right there. Stay right here. And come right here. Alright, man. Where you're coming from?
I'm going to my house.
From where?
From downtown.
Okay, are you drinking anything tonight, man?
No.
Alright, so listen. You have a slur speech. I can smell alcohol. There's alcohol inside. You can even stay. Would you like to participate in the field sobriety exercise to dispel my belief? You operate this vehicle under the influence of alcohol or narcotics? I need a yes or no question.
No.
Okay. Listen, if you're not gonna do it, I mean it's up to you. But then I'm gonna make my decision only, but wherever I saw right now.
Okay.
Are you gonna participate or not? No.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
What are you gonna do?
Yes, ma'am. Come on, we'll say something. I am driving custody, signal 1 and reckless. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I have two more units. She was going like 60 miles an hour right there. Not even slowing down the stop sign. Stop talking.
Yeah, and I definitely saw she drove past a speed limit sign that said 15. But that was a no-brainer. That was the opposite of a quota arrest. This officer had zero doubts that she's drunk. Now she wants a break. It's gonna help his quota though.
Done talking with you. You might kill somebody over there. You know how many people are over there right now?
Give me a break.
I'm not gonna give you anything. You have anything on you?
It's only 15.
Give me a
Yes.
break.
No, yeah, she's getting like reckless. All
Give
that
me a
stuff.
break.
Do you have anything on you?
I don't have nothing.
All right, let's go. Ma'am, you're going to jail.
Give me a break. Come on. Come on, give me a break,
Have a seat.
man.
Ma'am, you easily can somebody. There's the kids, there's families there. You were flying, you're going to jail, all right?
Give me a
I'm not
break.
giving you anything. Sit down.
Give me a break.
me up.
Sit down.
He's treating you nicely. That's your break. So just sit and cooperate. Make adult decisions.
How old are you, ma'am?
Give me a break.
How old are you, ma'am?
Give me a break. Come on, man.
I'm gonna give you.
Yeah, he had a pretty good grip on there. I mean, he had like the. Hold on, let's see where I'm at. 459. Look at that.
Come on, give me a break,
Have a seat.
man.
Ma'am, you'll easily.
He was like pushing all the skin up and stuff. He had monster grip. Okay.
Everything. Can you find her ID, please? There's also open container in the center console. All that shit. Thank you, sir. We're good for you.
You already got her ID?
No, they still looking for ID. She can even provide me ID. That's how.
So you got her name right there?
No, I don't know. Maybe she's the owner. I don't know. She can barely talk.
How you doing, man? Do you have any ID on you? Like
Yes.
in your car? Where's it at?
In my car.
Yeah, where in your car? In a purse or bag?
No, in my glove compartment.
In your glove compartment?
Could you
Glove.
Check the glove compartment. Just got a drink in here.
It's not gonna work out tonight.
Got the registration.
Hey guys, said it's in a glove compartment.
So, where are you coming from, man?
I am going to my house.
And where do you live at?
I live at
Live it.
Southport. I live at.
What's your first name?
My name is Fiona.
Fiona, and last name? Say again?
I live at Southport.
Southcourt?
Yes.
Where's Southcourt at? Where are you coming from?
I'm coming to my house.
No, I know you're going to your house, but where were you coming from?
I'm coming from. Just help me come home, please.
Where were you coming from? Because you literally came through here. All right, you were speeding according to the officer that was behind you.
Please
And
help
so where
me.
were you coming from?
I was coming from.
You can't tell me? You don't remember?
No, I do.
You don't remember?
I do remember.
Okay, so where were you coming from?
I was coming from Mallory Square.
You're coming from Mallory Square.
Please help me.
Erica, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I remember I used to do that. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Hold on. I was thinking of the bounce video, and then anyway, I really appreciate you. Remind me if I forget. We need to play the bounce video because I'm a little overdue. And yeah. I think that will forever be with grammar school. Welcome to the new members. I gotta do more members only stuff. I just realized. Thank you again. Oh, by the way, did anybody see the vibrator plate thing pop up on their screen? I'm just curious to see if that worked.
Where particularly in Mallory Square?
I just came from Maison de Paris.
Where?
Maison de Paris. Please help me.
Maison?
At the restaurant / bar or wherever.
Please help me.
You was there. How long were you there for?
I'm not a bad person.
How long were you there for?
30 minutes.
30 minutes you were there for.
Yes.
Okay, and how much did you have to drink?
I had one mojito.
You had just one mojito.
Yes.
Okay, because I can really smell the alcohol emanating from your breath.
That's
now.
all I had.
Okay, you're saying you only had one mojito.
Please help me.
And what time did you get there?
Mojitos.
At 6:05.
At 6:05? You know what time it is now?
No, I don't.
Okay, so how long you say you were there from? Got there at 6:05. You was there 30 minutes, and then you left and came through here. Hmm?
I remember what I was doing.
What time is now? Please help
Okay,
me.
so how long were you there?
I was there for like 20 minutes.
Okay, first you said 30, but now you're saying 20. So which is it? You sure you was there at 30 minutes? But now you're saying 20 minutes. And you only had one mojito drink. You didn't have any more than that. Just one. Okay. All right. Just wait one. Just wait one.
Give me a second. Step outside, please. Ma'am, step outside. She refused everything.
She's refused everything so far?
I mean, my part.
Yeah.
She was going 60 miles an hour in King's Beach. There's kids and everything. Let's go.
Come on.
Don't play that you're a victim, alright? Step outside. Step outside. Step outside. I don't have any sympathy to you. Let's go. Turn there. Turn right. Don't look at me. Turn around. Go inside.
We are human beings.
Ma'am,
We are human beings.
Ma'am, you know how many people you might kill there?
We are
Yeah,
human
right.
beings. We are human beings.
Relax. Take it easy.
Turn around, ma'am.
Relax.
Turn around. There will be a bench to the right. Just
We
sit
are
down there.
human beings.
Oh yeah, I'm outside. Don't fall.
Human being.
Brother.
We are human beings.
What's a Piccadilly Circus?
Turn on the light.
We are human beings.
And,
What is wrong with
and
you?
you almost kill a couple of the human beings. Okay? Have a seat.
We are human beings. What is wrong with you?
I have 3 criminal charges for you. One is
Okay.
DUI, another is a reckless, third one when you refuse to submit the test. What I need just your signature.
Yeah, and they should put them on a freaking boat and dump septic tanks. Well, maybe not just, that should be some punishment for somebody. Just go through the poop showers.
It's not admission of any guilt. That means you're just gonna be on this day, this time at the court. Explain everything to the judge. That's all it is, but I need your signature. If you refuse to sign, there will be additional charge. So are you gonna sign it?
I don't know what this says.
It says DUI. Look, it says DUI, reckless, and refuse to submit to the test over there. So because I can smell alcohol,
you have a slurred speech and everything, and you refuse everything, have a reason to believe you're driving intoxicated. Reckless driving, because you're flying in the Higgs Beach where's the kids there and everything, that's what gets reckless driving. And refuse to submit, remember when they took you to their room? And you refuse to do anything. That's the third charge. So that's your charges. But if you're not going to sign, there will be more charges.
Okay.
So are you going to sign it?
No.
You're not going to sign anything?
No.
Okay.
Arrest reports related to the incident are not yet publicly available. However, the woman was charged with driving under the influence, reckless driving, failure to submit to a DUI test, and 3 counts of refusing to accept citations. Court records indicate the case remains ongoing, with a hearing scheduled for late May 2026.
Hands next to you on the mat and begin a very gentle bouncing up and down. As you get better, lift one leg up, and as it tires, alternate legs. And simply bounce, holding it there, and just simply bounce. When you get to a more advanced degree, you can lift both legs up and put your body into a V shape.
It's probably the book that I'm reading, but for some reason I feel like the word of the day should be usurper. All right, we're gonna delay. We're gonna delay till legal fiction gets going. I think I got the Jules thing a little bit figured out. I see Loretta sent to Jules, so that's cool. What's up, puppy? What? Oh, don't even. You guys, I've been living in an apartment for like 4 years, and I have 2 kids and a wife, 2 dogs, and it's we're bursting out the seams. So we're looking at a place to rent. It's fun. I got approved for like a home loan the other day after sending them mountains of paperwork. Yeah, I know buying a house should be a good experience, but it is so stressful. But for some reason, this bank wants to approve something I can't afford, which I know better, so I'm not going to do that. But like having kids in daycare is like a whole freaking mortgage. Plus the fact that I started this channel right around the time that I had $20,000 and buying a new engine and a bunch of shit. But anyway, the point is I'm really excited to get out of an apartment. Yeah. I think I might have convinced the missus into a fixer-upper. And since she's never owned a home before, we qualify for an FHA, which I don't normally prefer an FHA, but for some reason the FHA rates are lower than the conventional. So that might be cool. I can tell you I've got not much of a down payment, but I think I found a fixer-upper that might work. I don't know. Either way, I'm stoked to get out of a freaking apartment. We just have way too many freaking people in this house. Dude, daycare is insane. Let's see. My son's daycare is $300 a week, and that's cheaper than a lot of places. The dog. Oh, did she pop up behind me? There she is. Hey, big baby. Look at her. This is my derpy. That's Collie. Hey, big baby. So you talking about me? Yeah, 300 a week, and then my daughter's daycare is a little bit cheaper because she's a little bit older. It's like $260 a week. Yeah, she just wants to play. She's just a big old puppy. I feel like I've seen that before. Tom Hanks. Has anybody seen Captain Phillips? Supposedly one of my buddies was one of the Navy SEALs that was portrayed in the movie Captain Phillips. That's pretty freaking sweet. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I automatically associate. Yeah, no, daycare's insane. Yeah, $2,300 a month. Yeah, and it's cheaper now than it was. The older they get, the cheaper it gets. So my 3-year-olds is more. But yeah, it's a whole freaking mortgage. My wife's job gives us like $3,000 a year toward daycare expenses. And then I have the FSA, dependent care FSA that covers like $7,500, which helps a lot. But still not enough. Yeah, I probably should go back and watch it. I feel like I had another short. Oh, you know what? I got one more short. Let me play a short and then I'll send you guys over to Mr. Stewart. Oh, dude, you watch them for half that? I'll take that deal freaking any day. We had a nanny at first. She was she wasn't too bad on the cost side. But nannies are not super reliable if they need to have a personal life.
World looks like when cops have a sense of humor. At number 3, they said they can do it for cheaper. At number 2, the police in Slovakia are there to race you.
Live pitches.
And at number 1, he literally got a second chance.
He's gonna push the camera away.
Hey, do you know why I pulled you over?
Excuse me, only gay cops are allowed to pull me over.
Hang tight. Excuse me, sweetie. You know why I pulled you over today?
Yeah, that was my favorite too. The bouncing cars, the bouncing golf cart.
At number 2.
It's not fake. It might be part of it. Might be fake. I don't know. AI is making everything a pain in the ass. You got to validate everything. All right, you guys. I really appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships, the super chats, the what do you call them? Jewels? Is that what the little? I don't know. Jewels? Is that what Is that what they're called? Membership milestones. You guys are wonderful. I really appreciate it. I 99% sure I set up this raid like 30 minutes ago, but if for some reason I messed up, make sure you go to Stewart's Body Cam Reactions only. It's the only place to go right now. You know what? I need to get freaking Loretta on here. So Loretta's got some jokes. There's one other person that that'll freaking Java's got to get up here one day, and then maybe Neva will let me just lecture her for like 30 minutes about car insurance. Oh man! All right. Reminder: I'm probably not streaming tomorrow, so depending, they're cutting into my mouth, so that means I might not stream on Friday. I think I'll be okay, but we'll see. Yeah, there's the link to Legal Fiction's channel. You know what? I should do the responsible thing. I should just double check to make sure I set it up. Hang on. I love when scammers call me. Well, unless they call me at like 7 in the freaking morning. Why the heck is YouTube trying to verify who I am? Oh, it's probably because I got 100 tabs open. They're going to give me gas, though. It's going to be sweet. Mainly because I won't take... Yeah. Why the hell is it verifying me on my iPhone? I don't even have an iPhone. I mean, not tied to my account, at least. Did I just get freaking hacked? Yo, I might have just got hacked. I do not have an iPhone, and it's trying to verify me on a freaking iPhone. All right, let me go figure that shit out real quick. All right, see ya.
Dre rode and lay. Zoom was his stay, slurring his words like a drunk Shakespeare page. Judge Tammy's gavel, oh, it hit so hard. You did his mic, but Dre kept his part. He swayed in his chair, gave the webcam a grin, laid to court, but the trouble's within. Dre has a warrant. Oh, yes, he does. Dre has a warrant for breaking the buzz. He's got a home sweet home miracle sign, but the law ain't fooled by his drunken lie. Grammar school's rolling. Channels alive. Idiots in court. Trying to survive. Dre's stuttering story. They're falling apart. He showed up lit, but he's no work of art. Judge Tam's patience, it's paper thin. Dre won't leave, but the warrant's locked in. Dre has a warrant.